Okay, so just a quick interruption. You're probably thinking, why is she buying baby products? Okay, it's not even baby product, it's for kids. Guys, this stuff smells amazing. I don't want to lie. Fine, initially I actually went for it because of the price. I did the math in my head. I'm like, okay, 500 mils plus 500 mils put together, this is a good bargain. $100, good bargain. But it's actually worth it. It smells nice. It really smells amazing. You can never go wrong with kids products. Okay, baby products. This one is kids, but yeah, it smells nice. You should try it. And this too. This I've used before, so I know it smells really, really nice. Okay, we can continue.
Window was. How many people do you have? How many people do you have? And you? You have how many? So go with him.
Sister, come on, girl.
Excited. I want to share with you a quick haul of some things that I bought, and I'm so proud of myself because I kind of put my negotiation skills to use today. You know, I'm someone who's I don't negotiate, and unfortunately for me, I have people around me who are fond of negotiating, that every time I go back to them, they'll be like, okay, is this a final price? Did you negotiate? So I was just like, okay, let me try and see if this thing works. But I kind of always feel bad when I negotiate, because I'm like, oh, maybe this person's trying to make a profit and everything. But I actually did it and it worked, and I'm so excited. I'm very proud of my purchases. So the first thing I'm going to share with you, I think I'm just going to divide this thing to the vlog or the haul into two parts, like kitchen things and other general things, right? So first of all, I would like to share, you know what, so there's this shop, I always like kind of not enter into it, because already in my mind I'm like, this place is expensive. So I happened to be at Maromo and I was passing by, and then I saw a bag and it was going for like 150 discounted. I'm like, this is worth, you know, just getting into checkout and see if really this price is what it says it is. But the thing is, really, I was also on a lookout for a bag, because I realized that I've been abusing my handbags, because I throw almost anything in my handbag, and I needed like a small a backpack where I can like put things, especially when I'm going for prayer video, all night prayer and all those things. So I really needed like a bag, something, just a backpack. So I'd already like checked on in some shops like Pep and all, and the most bags range around 120, 150 to about 200, 300. So when I saw this one in Starter Foods, I'm like, wait a minute, I haven't bought anything from Starter Foods before. Let me just do myself a favor and at least let there be a purchase from Starter Foods for me. So initially, this one was actually initially 299.95, and I got it for half the price. It was now going for 150, and I love it. I love the whole polka dots thing happening there. Yeah, kind of gives like a childish vibe, which I'm fond of. So yeah, so this is one of my purchases. I got it for 150, and then I made a quick dash to Chinatown, and I got some finds which I will not share in the video, but they were really at a bargain. And yeah, so these are some of the things I got. I think I only ended up spending like 175. I'll probably have to put this in the laundry and wash them before I start using them. And then one of the things I got from Chinatown actually is this gel that I use for baby hairs. This is like how many mils? Oh my goodness, talk about Chinatown things. I can't even see how many mils this thing is. It's not there, but it was like 45 bucks, right? Yeah. And then the last other thing that I got was these. I hope you can all see it. So this blanket is actually very, very cute. Initially, this blanket was like $1,000. That's when this whole negotiating thing started, and they discounted it to 850. And really, in my mind, I'm like, I want to get this for 800. I don't even want to pay 850. But anyway, so I went to the lady. I'm like, okay, I'm willing to pay 800 for this bag. And then she's like, okay, make it 830. I'm like, okay, 820. And then she's like, fine. I'm like, okay, cool. I was happy. At least I didn't have to pay the actual price. I wanted a discount and I got it. And it's got like a nice print, like a nice zebra print. It's got a whole white and black thing going on. It's very light and it's washable. I'm sure it does fit in my washing machine. I had to get myself a bag now, because this is the time to get blankets whilst it's still hot. By the time you hit winter, things are very expensive. And like I said, initially that blanket was like $1,000, and it's like those nice fluffy good quality blankets, and I got mine for $820 from Chinatown. So I'm very, very proud of that. And then lastly are these placemats, right? I do have placemats, 2 of them, but I decided to replace them, and especially when I realized that this was going for this ridiculous price of $7. $7.99, and they were like initially $11. They were like initially like 12 bucks. So I just got two of them, right? One for myself and one for my guest. So this is like my quick haul on things that I managed to buy, and still in the spirit of negotiating, some things that I'd left out. Okay, now we're actually moving on to the kitchen things. I'd forgotten that I've divided these things into segments. The kitchen things are those two placements which I got for like $7.99 from initially, so that's like 80 bucks. They were like initially 12 bucks, right? And then the other things I got are these cute lunch boxes, right? They are microwavable, but I okay, here's the thing. I want to be cooking and like doing some meal preps and packaging my meals, because it's really hectic to try and make a meal, especially at evening, the days when you're just too tired and cooking just doesn't happen. So I wanted somewhere where I can pack my meals and freeze them, because my mom is always saying, no, you need to put them in the freezer, you can't just put food in the fridge. So I didn't have containers, so I got these from Pape for like $13.99, and I'm sure they'll do the job. And then finally, my last item that I'm going to share with you is this blender. The packaging is kind of tough. So I got it wrapped with bubble wrap. I got it from, okay, here's the blender part of it. It's a 2-in-1 Kenwood blender and food processor. So this is the blender part of it, and this is the food processor part of it. So I'm actually trying to take it out so that I can show it to you how it looks like. Okay, how I wish this would make a lot of noise so that I can actually record and be doing what I'm doing. Okay, so the interesting part about this thing is this blender was initially $1,200. I ended up getting it for $1,000 because I negotiated. I had a good leverage, right? What I wanted was a good quality blender, because the one that I had, I've been having it since I think 2017. It's a Safeway blender, and it has really done its time, but it's really been it's a very strong blender, because I've had it for so many years now and it never gave me any problems. So I shopped around, checked around for prices of blenders and everything, and I really wanted something that's a 2-in-1, something that's a blender and a food processor at the same time, because guys, I don't know if I'm the only one, but cutting and chopping things, to me, it's one hectic task and I just feel so lazy. So I really wanted a food processor that can just help me chop, slice, grate things. So I'm so happy. So this is a Kenwood brand. I actually did my research online, checked out the reviews about this type of product and everything, and the reviews were good. I saw one for a Russell Hobbs one in House and Home. It was going for like 1,300. It's also a 2-in-1 processor and blender. And I don't know, for some reason, I've always been a Russell Hobbs fan, but after I got a slow cooker from Russell Hobbs, a Russell Hobbs slow cooker, and the lid wasn't really closing properly, I just kind of got discouraged. So I was a bit skeptical about getting that one. So I went to Clicks as well, and I saw a Cambrook 2-in-1 food processor and blender. But the thing is, the bottom part, right? The bottom part of it, which is this, is joined, so it's like this huge thing, and I was like, no, this is just too much. The storage of that thing was going to be difficult for me because I have limited space. But the price was actually good because it was going for $999, and the other option was to get a separate blender. Lucky enough, there was also a blender at House and Home, a Philips blender. I've never really used Philips products, but it was discounted. It was initially $6.99 and it had been discounted to $5.50, $5.40 around about there. So I had made a plan of maybe I'll just get the Philips blender in house and home, and then I'll go to Clicks and get it's a chopper. I should have taken a photo of it. A so-called chopper thingy. It's like a food processor, but I wasn't really familiar with the product and had not done much research on it, so I just thought that was not a good idea. So I decided to just go back to Hi-Fi Corp, where I'd seen the blender, the Kenwood blender initially, the 2-in-1 blender and processor, and it was good for 1.2. Fortunately for me, I don't know, but to me I feel like it was a good steal, because it turned out it was the one on display was the only one left. And then I'm like to the guy, okay, so this thing has been on display, there's no way I'm going to buy it for the actual price because this thing is on display. It's like, yeah, that's true, we usually just take away like a $50 from the actual amount. I'm like, okay. And then I'm like, so where's the box? And then he says, no, we throw away the box and everything. I'm like, okay, no, that's not good. So I'm not going to, this thing has been on display, it doesn't have a box, it doesn't have a manual. No, there's no way I'll get it for that price. Instead, I think, can you just discount it to maybe $1,000? And then he's like, oh no. I'm like, no, I'll wait, just go to talk to whoever, because this is what I'm willing to buy this thing for. And he did, and he came back, and I walked away a happy customer. So now I have a food processor and a blender. Wow, he did a good job wrapping it in bubble wrap. Almost difficult to bring it out. I can't wait to take it for a spin. So I'll be letting you guys know how that goes. So here it is, a whole Kenwood. Guys, Kenwood is a good brand, a strong one, that I know. Food processor / blend, so to more smoothies and healthy living. Yes, so we've come to the end of my vlog. Part of this vlog, I'm just also going to share my quick shopping that I did for some groceries and some toiletries. Yeah, so yeah, thank you for watching, and see you in my next video. Bye.